Okay. And I don't, did we even tell his age? He's what, 84, 85 years old? How old is he?
Yeah, he's 83 now. He just turned 83.
83.
Yeah,
Okay.
yep. Because his stroke was actually just a few days before his birthday. And his birthday, he turned 83 June 25th.
Okay. So he was 81 when he had the stroke.
He was 81.
And yeah, okay. And or he just turned 81. And yeah, so I mean, for someone of that age too, that's a pretty significant event just to survive that, like you say, and then to get any significant improvement. And he did seem to be in very good spirits when I was around him. He was always very cheerful and positive, and seemed to be. I never saw him unhappy or grumbly or anything. So
Well, like he told the doctors, this is just another adventure. This is not one that I would have chosen, but it's another adventure and we'll see how it goes. And that's always been his attitude, which is why I have the attitude that I have about life because of my dad. He's truly a great man in my eyes. And many people see him as that way because he is such a positive person. But I'll tell you, after the stroke, like many stroke victims, Mike, he did go through a little depression because, he went from being, this virile man. I mean, even at 81, he was, in fact, I remember just before, this was a few months before the stroke, he was helping my husband and my business partner put the topper back on his truck. They were on one side, the two of them, and my dad was on the other, and just with one arm, because he had to hold himself up because he already had a crutch. I mean, he was using a cane because he had a bum leg, but with one arm he would lift it up. He lifted up and put it on the back, and the other guys, they were struggling, and for him it was nothing. So he was a really strong person, and to see this person go through this was really difficult because he was always so active. He owned a construction company. He was strong, and to seem like this, we had a harder time, I think, almost than he did. At first, he went through a little depression, but the Theragem, that was another thing or area that it helped on, is when we would use the Theragem, he would get his playful, positive attitude back. And then after a while, that also stuck. It's permanent. He rarely to this day goes through a really bad day when he wants to just give up. So it's wonderful to see that too. Far beyond the documentations.
Yeah, it's just amazing. I mean, you've seen other things. You've had some Theragem sessions yourself, and you've seen other people go through them, and it just never ceases to amaze me what we see the results people having.
Well, I look forward to owning one myself someday because it helps me so much. And, I had some back issues that it helped me with. And also I was having some gut issues, just being able to properly eliminate. And I think it was the stress right after Dad's stroke and everything. And that really helped. In fact, remember the first time that you used it on me? Within 10 minutes, I had to race to the bathroom and just kind of flushed everything out. I'm feeling good. Now, why do I do videos with you? And that topic seems to come up a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, and I hadn't had it very long at that point, so I wasn't really as well versed in it, and I basically probably overstimulated your spleen there, and you were detoxing a bit fast.
Yeah,
So.
that's what was happening. I was detoxing, but again, it really helped me because
Got some other videos that you kind of got a little chronology, so we'll put that together, and yeah, I mean it's just it's pretty amazing because I had never treated anybody with a stroke, and I just went by the manual and kind of did what it said. And like I say, it was pretty surprising to see him start twitching. And then actually, if I remember the first time, his arm actually jerked a few inches at one point.
yes, yep, it did. And that gave them hope that he still had that muscle memory.
Yeah.
Mike, it might be interesting to try the Theragem again for a period of time because he's had another mini stroke and he lost the gains that he gained, that he had. And let me say that again. He lost what he gained. And I would really like to see if the Theragem, even after this, it's been a couple of months now, I guess about 3 months or so, and it would be nice to see if he could gain some of that back again.
Yeah, I appreciate your, sharing this testimonial with us, because, like I say, we're just always learning something new with this, and that's what's fun about it. And you've experienced a lot of different energy works and things like that, so you're always discovering new things. But it's great that we had this success to the degree we did.
Absolutely. And, the Theragem, it's just a wonderful therapy. I think that more and more therapists need to look into this, because what I found, Mike, is that when you use other therapies with the Theragem, just miraculous things happen. And it just speeds the process up so much. Any kind of energy work that you put around, more traditional approaches makes the work, just almost seamless. It's really brilliant. So Theragem, I'm such a fan.
Well, thanks again. That's wonderful to hear. And like I say, we'll go back up there and see if we can perk him back up again.
Okay, that'd be great. I think I need it too.
All right, well, we'll work you all in.
Okay.
Well, thanks again. I appreciate your time tonight. I know it's getting late, but I do appreciate you coming on to share this, and we'll spread it around, let more people know.
Okay.
And tell everybody about your program. They might be more interested in some of the other energy work and things that you're involved in.
Oh, sure. I have a show called Energized Living Today. That's energized with a D. If you want to look it up, energizedlivingtoday.com. And we're a conscious living community, and we have a tremendous amount of energy healers, just a tremendous amount of energy healers on the show. We have spiritual leaders on the show, lifestyle experts. It's really a fun show. We're in our 5th year now, and I've experienced so many different things. And it's funny because people say, you have more breakthroughs than anybody. And I said, well, that's because I'm doing so much energy work that I'm exposed to it all the time. So I've had a lot of breakthroughs in my own health, and it's made me such a believer, whether it's the Theragem or tapping, or Donna Eden actually is going to be on the show this coming week, and she does energy healing, energy medicine, and Lynn Waldrop. It's just so many beautiful, brilliant healers out there. And what I like to say, Mike, is the best one is the one that works for you, the one that resonates with you. If you hear somebody and you just go, wow, yes, that's for me. If that's your gut instinct, go with that. That's your healer. And everybody works for someone, that we've had on the show. And so that's the way that I like to do that kind of work. And even those kind of approaches, Mike, along with the Theragem, I have found to be very successful. So it's really a complementary device